3 seconds to filter out the idiot civilians. This is day 2 of me cutting 200 extra calories from my usual 1800 calorie deficit in order to break the plateau that I've been in since last week. So today I'm going to update you on the scale numbers, and then I'm going to run you through what I'm eating in order to get the fat loss moving again. This morning's weigh-in is exactly where it's been for the past 4 days, 101.5 kg. When I say weight for the record, I'm talking about the moving average, not the recorded weight. Don't care about the recorded weight. We're looking at averages. The weekly loss rate is steady at 0.3 kg for the second day. That tells me the plateau has been stabilized, and we'll wait to see what the scale is going to show tomorrow. My lifting session for today has been also moved to tomorrow because I'm feeling a bit under the weather, I guess. I got some weird eye irritation, and this face is too pretty to show in public unless it's flawless.
That can't be William Wallace. I'm prettier than this man.
Plus, I gotta wear glasses instead of my usual contacts, and everything looks so weird because I'm not used to them. So yeah. So I'm doing my deficit, my 200 calorie reduced deficit, and of course my 10,000 steps. So now let me run you through what I'm eating today. First, breakfast. Boom! I skip it. I won't confuse you with the explicit, scientific, ponderific, stylistic reasons for this, but suffice it to say, in layman's terms, because I'm not a little bitch. Dude, you can wait till tomorrow or the next day to have lunch. If you have dinner 5, 6, 7 p.m., that's a 14 to 16 hour fasting window. Do you need to fast to drop weight? No, you only need a deficit and enough protein in weightlifting and light cardio, but it's good for your body. It gives your digestive system a break, it builds discipline, and it teaches you that the occasional hunger pang is not going to equal instant death, which most normies feel like. Now, do not confuse fasting for a weight loss tactic. It has nothing to do with weight loss. Even if you do drop weight, it's only because you ended up on a deficit anyway. So, I did 1 meal a day for 2 months, 60 days straight, and I did drop a bunch of weight, but I was under eating, and I was also starving myself for no good reason. So needless to say, I gave it up because it was ineffective and impractical as far as weight loss goes. Fasting is great for giving your digestive system a break, like I said, or if you get that feeling of clear-headedness, as some people say they experience on that. I personally never had that, but I prefer to skip breakfast because either way, fasting is good for you. Just don't treat it as a weight loss tactic. That's not what it's for. The second reason I skip it is because it allows me to have a bigger lunch, which fools me into thinking that I got some kind of reward and I get to eat more now, even though I'm on a deficit. The only thing I have in the morning is an Americano or a cold brew, both of which are disgusting, even though the cold brew is a little less bitter. So why do I drink it? Because for me, it's another way to fool myself that I consumed something first thing in the morning. Even though I'm not hungry or deprived on an 1800 calorie deficit, psychologically, it doesn't make me feel good waking up in the morning and the only thing I have to look forward to is a cold ass glass of water. So I use coffee as what I like to think a harmless crutch, though I do add a bit of trivia in it because it's a disgusting, useless bean with zero nutritional value. Coffee culture is for civilian retards, so take your Starbucks reward card and shove it up your Next up, lunch. Boom! For lunch, I try to hit about half of my calories for the day, so 900 calories. And this is the most important part, I try to get at least half of my daily protein intake in that one meal. For me, at 150 grams of protein per day, that means I'm shooting for 60, 70 grams of protein for that meal. Now let me show you today's lunch. This is the Korean soba pork with extra chicken. This restaurant has an option to add a side of chicken at about 25 grams of protein a pop, which is great for fine tuning. So today, for example, I only added 1 order to it. Normally I would have added like 2 or 3. The meal itself is about 45 grams of protein and clocks in at about 578 calories. So because it's a little on the fatty side with the way this pork is made, it's very satisfying and it increases that sense of satisfaction, or I should say, that sense of reward when lunchtime comes around and it's like, yeah, now I get to eat a whole bunch of stuff. So volume wise, yeah, I'm eating more than I would have had I actually eaten breakfast, right? But calorie and protein wise, needless to say, it's clocked in. All right, next, dinner. Boom. One of my main dinner dishes these days is the golden pan-fried chicken, whatever the hell that means. As you can see, it's clean, simple, and it doesn't piss me off, which a lot of things do. 36 grams of protein and 600 calories, which is a lot, mostly because of the rice, but yo, I gotta live a little. This restaurant also got individual chicken orders, so I load up on that as you can see here. The plain chicken is hard to eat sometimes, so aside from salt, my favorite add-on is black pepper. I drown my food in that, it's ridiculous. And I also got the no sugar Heinz ketchup, which clocks in at 10 calories per 16 grams. That's enough to add some flavor and prevent me from feeling like I'm some kind of monk mode punishment diet. And that's the update. Maybe the scale drops tomorrow, maybe not. Either way, we're gonna adjust. This plateau is gonna break no matter what. Until then, we don't stop. I'm out.